It is about that time. We are live once again. Let's see, get this down. Shut the fuck up, Josh. We were waiting on the ads thing to go through. Alright, so I felt very rushed because I was trying to clean my keyboard. It took much longer than I expected. And here we are. We gotta get this through so we can get to the VR improv. Let's see. So before we jump into it, right now, civil rights, below average, economy, struggling, and political freedoms, few. 10 million population. Currently, our average tax is 63.5, with it being basically even for rich and poor. Average income, about 20,000. I think that's good to jump into it. Alright, first issue. Warning, fatigue. A recent midnight explosion at the Nevranian National Steelworks, which claimed 9 lives and injured a dozen more, was found to be due to an easily fixable error. The blocked release valve that was responsible did have an alarm circuit attached to it, which was warning that there was a problem. However, this was overlooked by no less than 5 safety technicians who all claim to not have noticed the flashing red light. The scale of the industrial disaster that followed this error had led to a government investigation. First choice. This is about fatigue on the job. I warned my bosses, but nobody listens to me for some reason, says floor technician Daria O'Brien, in a whiny, monotone voice that would be so easy to just tune out. Shift work, antisocial hours, and inadequate length of break times, and so on and so forth. Oh, I could go on and on. Dangerous heavy industry should only be allowed to operate during normal daytime hours, with decently long paid breaks and good union representation. Option 2. No, the problem here is information overload from warning fatigue, claims systems engineer James Van Dyke, helpfully turning off your TV set, radio, and mobile phone so you can focus on what he's saying. There are 36 flashing lights and buzzing alarms on the workstation. That's basically too many. What we need is a comprehensive review of all workplaces to reduce all this electronic distraction, and mandate that systems be simplified down to just the base essentials. And number 3, actually, the problem is in the inclusion of systems that are fatigable, warns roboticist Fumiko Columbus, by which I mean humans. Flesh is fallible. Just ask my ex. He knows all about organic elements not being able to rise to the challenge. Oh god, that's just a low blow. What you need is government subsidization of machine systems to replace the human component wherever possible. Again, just ask my ex. Alright, let's see. New poll. And poll is starting. I see. I was hoping to be able to get rid of the bomb bar, but that's not going to work with me having the left thing up. Oh. We now have a 50-50 tie. And with that, the vote is done, with 6 votes on to option number 3. At least 2 of those votes from Josh himself. Alright. Talking point. god, that thing popped up. Talking point. The sound of office water cooler chatter has been replaced with the whirring of computer cooling fans. Holy shit, that went up! Information technology industry has skyrocketed by 3,393%. Scientific advancement went up by a whole bunch as well. And it looks like the main thing that went down was obesity. But only barely. Okay, if we turn on the expansion, primitiveness was the real thing that really went down. Alright. On to the next issue. Parking Pandemonium. A mall in Nevrain, Dominion City, recently introduced women's parking spaces that feature extra width and better safety through improved lighting. Celebrity podcaster and influencer Schmo Logan recently had his car towed for using one of these spaces and is bringing the spots into the spotlight. Option 1. These gendered parking spaces are discriminatory and they must be banned, says Logan in his podcast, always seemingly a few words away from being dropped by his sponsors. There are no places left. What was I meant to do? It's not like parking lots are dangerous places. Man, this incident really makes you think about sexism. Anyway, this week's show is brought to you by the Jock Club, where for a few Hydra coins a month, you will receive a curated selection of underwear. Option 2. This mall's initiative is simply giving a traditionally masculine space a woman's touch, interjects Minister of Safety Bjork Norris. While she turns off the podcast and starts capping all of your pointiest pens. In fact, we should roll out a nationwide quota for non-masculine parking spaces. It will make it so much easier to park and will do wonders for assault rates. By bringing them down, I mean. Option number 3. If you ask me, these solutions won't fix the greater cultural problem. The lack of safety offers a passing therapist showing you an ink blot that looks like a parking space. If you fund more nighttime patrols and pay for security cameras in all parking lots, fewer people will be anxious. And if people are worried about you, cannot speak, fuck. And if people are worried about being watched constantly, I'm sure they can get professional help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go. Your 2-minute consultation is up. Any more and I'd have to charge you. And option number 4. Silence! Booms his wisdom. Insanity. Grand Kahuna of the Cult of Sian, who has been pushing for the little-known religious organization to rename itself Scientology. 'Tis a great insult to our deity to waste time needlessly looking for parking spots instead of praying. The Maker demands our malls use... He gazes up at the ceiling. Free valet parking. Alright, new poll, new poll. Parking. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And going live with the poll. Trying to read through these real fast because we've got 5 issues that we can get through, and I'd like to get through all of them if I can before VR. And just trying to speak fast makes it so much harder for me to actually speak. I'm good at rambling, but reading at light speed is a fucking pain. Oh. The thing didn't load it right. I'll have to load a fresh one once it's done. Or, oh, there it is. Okay, I got fixed. We're good. Alright, so option number 3. The lack of safety one. Putting more cameras and shit. Gotcha. Parking lots are littered with coffee cups and donut crumbs. Oh, that's just me. That's a jab at cops if anyone is too stupid to understand. Let's see. Okay. Before clicking details, just the overview. Tourism went up and weaponization went down. Looking at the details, again, main thing is still the tourism. Apparently our black market has gone down. Alright, alright. On to reclaim the streets. Several major... already messing up. Several major city streets were clogged with bicycles this morning, as the environmental group Two Wheels Good, Four Wheels Bad staged a protest. Several hundred riders ambled through downtown streets, blissfully ignoring the torrent of abuse hurled at them by thousands of motorists running late for work. Option 1. People are sick of dirty, smelly automobiles, says protest organizer Mavis Kennett. They're choking the city, the environment, our lives! Cars must be banned! Option 2. The only thing people are sick of is long-haired idiots riding their bicycles at 2 miles an hour on major thoroughfares, says committed motorist Sonam Rice. People shouldn't be able to protest like this. The government needs to crack down on them. And option number 3. The Automotive Manufacturers Association, meanwhile, has called for government support. It's clear that we need to boost the level of automobile support in this country. This protest this morning is a clear indication of, anyway, we need more government funds. Making the new poll. And going live with it. Thank you. Love you. I now have popcorn. Well, so far I only see one vote, and it's very one-sided. Looks like we're banning bicycles. Bicyclists are banned from major roads. Bribes essential for navigating Nevrain. I see. Alright. Of course, the automobiles industry goes up, corruption goes up, political freedom goes down, and environmental beauty goes down. Apparently pizza delivery goes down. And our black market, again, goes down. I guess they were all on bicycles. Next issue, appointment of spiritual advisor. It's time for the government to hire a new religious advisor. Your people have narrowed down the candidates to 1. Staunch traditionalist religious leader Shaka Efron boasts an excellent track record, having rapidly increased religious service attendances in his constituencies through the Reaching God Through Guilt program, seen as a solid choice. Option 2. New Age thinker Sonequa Lo, a left-field candidate with some radical ideas. For me, it's not about the name of your religion. It's about discovering your spirituality in whatever guise that takes. Some people call that a cult. I call it taking spirituality to the people. And option number 3. Finally, there's Avery Silva. If I am awarded this appointment, I will immediately resign, the ex-school teacher has declared, because frankly, God is a bit big load of hockey. Hokey. I don't know how the fuck it's supposed to be pronounced. I'll be doing everyone a favor by just shutting up about it. Making new pool. And new pool is begun. Don't mind me, just chowing down on popcorn in the in-between time. And the vote goes to the first option. Reaching God Through Guilt program. Kaiser says he loves having total control with no effort. Alright. Government is seen to favor traditionalist religions. Oh, we got some new banners. We got holy water, support a major religion, hallowed halls, support traditional religion, and snowed in for addressing 10 issues. Obviously, religiousness went up, and secularism went down. Apparently, food quality went down. And then, looking at the details, apparently, the religious people really hate pizza. And then we've got one last issue. Ah, yes! Uranium deposit promises to enrich Nevrain Dominion. Most of us who play the game already know this one. The issue. Prospecting company Nukes for You has uncovered a large uranium deposit in Nevrain Dominion's southwest. Option number 1. This is a terrific find, claims Nukes for You CEO Winchester Kosham. Look, we know that as a private company, we weren't really meant to be prospecting in communist Nevrain Dominion. But this could provide an enormous stimulus to your economy and create thousands of new jobs. It's a win-win. Perhaps we could mine on behalf of the state under a public service contract. All we need is your permission to bulldoze the rainforest. That's on top of the deposit. Option 2. You've got to be kidding, says Green politician Sina Kennett. This rainforest is thousands of years old. This country needs more environmental protection, not less. And to destroy the environment in order to mine uranium that then goes into nuclear bombs? Well, that really sticks in my craw. Option number 3. There's no need for an either-or decision, says the government's Minister for Mining, Clear Felling, and the Environment. We can preserve most of the rainforest and allow mining of a small part. After all, think of all the good that the money from the uranium deposit can bring to Nevrain Dominion. New pool. Uranium fever. And there it is. Now I'm gonna go munch some more popcorn. Option number 2. Of course, Kaiser. Because only you are allowed to have the uranium. I kind of saw that coming a bit. Tourists from around the world come to visit the country's famous rainforests. Socialists welcome increased public spending. School bans chess as too confrontational. Tourism industry braces for influx, and tree planting ceremony a crowd pleaser. We got Misty Morning banner for protecting the rainforests. Eco-friendliness, of course, goes up. Environmental beauty. Timber industry goes down, as well as mining. And that's the main stuff, it looks like. Yes, I knew that was. Speaking of politically motivated stuff, I think using the sporks for voting actually makes a lot of sense on that sake. Because it's just lobbying. You're paying for your votes, you know? Okay, let's see. So I think the percent went up. It's now at 66.1% taxation. Let's see. We're a tiny, safe nation, remarkable for compulsory military service, state-planned economy, and punitive income tax rates. Ruled by iron fist dictatorship government, which we're still a corrupt dictatorship. Just trying to find anything interesting not mentioned. I feel like our money didn't change too much. It might have gone down even. Parking lots are littered with the coffee and all that stuff. That's all current stuff that just happened. And Hammy is currently frolicking in the nation's many lush forests. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to have any issues for the rest of this time. So with that, I'm going to call it for the Nevrain Dominion on this one. I'm thinking in the future on Fridays when we're doing the VR stuff, I might start this an hour early. So we can actually take time to go through this, see the changes in our region, update all that stuff. Exactly, Kaiser. It's not corruption if it's called lobbying. Influence Eminence Greece. Not sure what tier that is. I don't know the influence tiers. Anyways, so with that, voting on NationStates is done. I'm going to stop recording and then switch over to the VR stuff and set up for that. Anyone that's watching, stick around. I know, Kaiser, you don't really care for it, so farewell to you, and goodbye.